I'm Ann Tyler Conradi.
And I'm Brian Conradi, and we are the founders of Yurtopia Wimberley, which is a property here in Wimberley, Texas, that has a series of yurts that provide a glamping experience for our guests.
We put our heads together thinking about, okay, what are we going to build? We've got this land and we know we want to build something that we could use, we have 3 daughters, so maybe it would be fun to pass it to our 3 daughters one day, but also what logistically can we actually pull off, because there's quite a lot of trees around our area and we didn't want to damage the land. So we looked at container cabins and that required cranes, and we looked at stick built and that didn't seem, I don't know, very interesting perhaps, and we came across the idea of let's try Mongolian Yurt, and voila, that's what we have. This is a traditional Mongolian yurt as opposed to a modern yurt. It's made by one large extended family in Mongolia that works on all the parts and pieces and hand paints it together. So they start by hand stripping the wood. This is Siberian pine, and if you look up close you can see that it's clearly not machine made. And then they steam it into this sort of bent position, and all of the joints of the lattice walls are held together with camel hide. Which I think is so interesting. This rope here that binds each of the wall pieces together and holds the whole structure in place is horsehair, and then the insulation, you've got a layer of cotton, and then the insulation underneath is sheep's wool. So there's a village in Mongolia of women that are largely supported by felting the wool of sheep in their region. So it's pretty cool. It's a 3,000-year-old technology that still works today, and we think it's pretty cool that it's such an amazingly strong insulated structure that all we needed to do for Texas was add a AC heater and a hardwood floor, and it works great for guests. So we have king-size beds. Each yurt will have a sofa and a small writing area and a window for a view out to the woods, and then we have trails around our property and an outside kitchen, bathroom, and fire pit and hot tub.
So we put a lot of emphasis on the design of the property, not just the yurt, but the area surrounding the yurt, so that people that come can feel like they've really escaped and have some privacy. So these yurts aren't right on top of each other. You can't see the other guests that are in other yurts on the property, and the structure is designed to really look down the hill towards the view of the Texas Hill Country.
So this is our main hangout zone for the guests when they come to the yurt. There's a hot tub right here, and we have controls on the wall so that if it's winter and they want to make it hot, they can, and if it's summer and they want to treat it like a plunge pool, they can just turn on the jets, which is kind of fun. And we have Wi-Fi up here and Netflix on the TV or Hulu, whatever, and you can sit in the hot tub and watch TV, which is kind of fun. This is our bathroom. And the bathroom, it features stone that was found around our property. We had a stone worker build the shower from the stone that he collected, and there's a flushing toilet right around this corner, and all the amenities you would want, a hairdryer and sink. So it is glamping, but it's supposed to be a little bit of luxury side of glamping. Our kitchenette is made for 2 as well. There's a barbecue pit and a small refrigerator and coffee. It's the probably most important meal of the day. So guests come, they'll bring their own food, or sometimes we offer a package where we'll have the food waiting for you in a cooler and a nice cut of meat and a marinade, and you can buy that as an upgrade to your night stay and come and it's all waiting for you, and you don't have to go to the grocery store, which is kind of fun. Then we also have an upstairs area. The upstairs includes seating and a hammock and a view of the hill country. So from standing up here, the sun sets west, this direction. So this is a beautiful spot to have a glass of wine and enjoy the Texas hill country. So Wimberley, Texas, if you weren't familiar with it, is a fabulous little town between Austin and San Antonio. And we're about an hour either direction between the two, and probably 3 hours from Houston. Wimberley is like the gateway to the hill country, it's often called. And it's a fabulous town that has fun restaurants and shopping, and we have a zip line, and we have multiple different options for wine tours and breweries and a lot of live music. This area is known as an artist community, and we have a lot of musicians who actually reside in Wimberley. So we have a robust community of people living here, as well as a huge tourist community that come to enjoy the Texas hill country. So at Yurtopia, we mostly cater to couples. Sometimes we have individuals that want to come out and have like a restful weekend or a writer's retreat, but mostly we have couples. And they come, there are no kids, we're an adult-only property, so sometimes that's a plus for people because it's a chance to get away, unwind, leave the kids behind, and have a weekend that is out of the hustle and bustle of the city. People really, really enjoy it.
So we got into yurts, I think as a kind of a combination of several things that excited us that merged together. We had this piece of property we were fortunate enough to acquire here in Wimberley that we're completely in love and passionate about. We've done a lot of travel. We've lived abroad and experienced lots of amazing types of places to stay in. We both have an entrepreneurial leaning that led us to try to figure out how to make those three things combine into one business and one passion.
We hope you enjoyed this video.
Please consider leaving a big thumbs up and sharing with your friends and subscribing to our channel. And we hope to see you guys soon again. See you next time.